Hey G-Fans, GoGFan93 here, and welcome to my 4th Q&A video, also being my 7,000 subscriber celebration video. Holy crap, guys. Well, first of all, I just gotta thank you guys so much for all the support and everything that you guys do for me. The fact that I made it to 7,000 is just ridiculous. I cannot believe, well, actually I made it plus 7,000, so I just decided to do another Q&A because we have a lot of new viewers here, so this is the best way for them to get to know me. So, all right, here we go with question 1. All right, this one comes from Maverick Hunter. Do you like MST3K? Yes, I do. I do like those guys. They I haven't seen like any full episodes. I've seen like little clips of them. I know that they've done a couple, like they've done the Godzilla vs. Megalon fight where they made fun of Godzilla doing the flying kick thing or whatever. I know they've done a lot of Gamera films, but yeah, I think they're pretty funny. All right, next is from Colin Gannon. Who's your favorite Godzilla character? That would be Space Godzilla. All right, next would be from Phantom Rider 100. He asks, Yo Goji, I have a question. Do you watch or even like anime? If so, what kind? I do watch anime. I have been getting, lately I've been getting into a lot more anime. Before, when I was younger, I really didn't watch a lot. But Dragon Ball Z would pretty much be the first kind of show that I got into. And then my friend showed me this anime called Elfen Lied, or Elfen Lied, I believe is what it's pronounced. And that by far is my favorite anime of all. I loved that show. It was so cool. I just loved it. And the anime that I actually just got finished watching was Attack on Titan, and that anime was spectacular just as well. Really amazing. So yeah, definitely trying to get more into anime. Alright, next question is from Fusion Gaming. He asks, what would you like to see in the new Godzilla 2014 movie? Now, I'm probably going to get a lot of questions like this. This actually Q&A has over 100 questions, so you guys might want to sit down and take some time. But basically what I just want to see in the new Godzilla 2014 movie, I just want to see them do Godzilla justice. I want to see a lot of destruction. I want to see a lot of good, meaty monster fighting, and also good character development. That's also a very important thing. Alright, next from Logan Barrett. He asks, what eagered you to continue to be successful on YouTube? Basically, you guys. I mean, really, that's the only thing that's the only reason I really continue with this. I mean, yeah, it's fun to do, and I'd probably do a little bit more if I wasn't as, I guess, successful. I mean, I don't really want to say successful because it's just YouTube, but yeah, it's really just you guys. You guys are the reason that I continue to do this. So yeah. All right, next from Noah Gulen. I think that's how it's pronounced. Do you like the new Godzilla toys? Yes and no. I like the fact that there are new toys out there on the shelf, that it's, that young kids are being able to get them. They're actually easily available, at least for some of us here. But I also don't like them because they're gimmicky. Basically, except for the gigantic figure, most of them are pretty gimmicky. The ones that I got here, these are the gimmicky ones. I do like the Pack of Destruction one though, or the Deluxe Destruction Pack one. And I'm actually really excited to get the Chibi ones also. But yes and no, it's kind of just both. All right, next from 77 Dirge, or Doige. He says, if you were a Jaeger pilot and had to drift with one of your YouTube friends, which do you think is drift compatible? This one's really funny. Personally, I think it'd be hilarious if I was drift compatible with O2Zilla. I think that would be hilarious. I would love to be drift compatible with that guy because I think we're the same age, and we pretty much both have the same kind of same opinions except for little things. But yeah, I think it'd be awesome to be drift compatible with O2Zilla. Alright, next from Trailblazer Trevor. He asks, what do you think about Dragon Ball Z? Dragon Ball Z is freaking amazing. The first thing that I ever got into the franchise was actually the Dragon Ball Z Budokai series. The video game series. I really got into it there, and I watched the show a little bit. I haven't watched the whole series from beginning to end yet. I'm trying to find the time to do that. But basically what I've been doing is also watching Dragon Ball Z Abridged, which is the only way that I have been able to do that, so... But yes, Dragon Ball Z is amazing. All right, next from Frankie Coca. They ask, what made you do this channel? Pretty much it's in my description of my channel. I just wanted to reach out to other G fans because I don't know any G fans personally, it's just so much fun to talk to other Godzilla fans who are just as crazy about the franchise as I am, and yeah, that's basically why I wanted to start it, because I just wanted to communicate with other fans. Alright, next is from Jerry Hobson. He asks, if you had the chance to write your own script for a Godzilla film, what would it be and about, or bleh, I'm sorry, what would it be about and which kaiju would be included? Gosh, if I had the chance to write my own script, that'd be tough. I mean, I don't know what it'd be about. I mean, that's a big question. Like, I mean, I guess I could say with me and Plutonium, you know, I'm working on the Return to Space Godzilla with him, so I guess I'm kind of going to base this off that, where, yeah, basically it'd be Space Godzilla coming back. That's what I would love to do. Maybe also kind of do a GMK remake with the classic, like, Anguirus, Baragon, and Varan, actually, instead of King Ghidorah and Mothra. Alright, next from Jason Hambrick. Who would win, Godzilla or the Hulk? Godzilla, of course, man. He just has to step on him. Next from Joey Barlow. Do you like the Jakks Pacific Godzilla toy? Yes, I do. I really do. I think it's an awesome figure. I mean, yeah, it doesn't have the sound in it, but I could care less. I just love the figure. Alright, next from Mario64 Rob. Yes, if you could pair two Godzilla monsters that aren't Godzilla, of course, and have them fight in their own movie, which monsters would you choose? Huh. I would love to see if I could pair two Godzilla monsters. I would want to put Gigan with Space Godzilla. I don't know. For some reason, I love Gigan. I love Space Godzilla. It'd be cool to have them in a movie for them to fight each other. Yeah, that'd be cool. All right. Next from Everett Stenches. I think he told me to just call him Evan or something like that. He asks, what, if you have a dog or dogs, are your dogs' names? Yes, I do. I do have the two dogs. They are the ones who constantly interrupt my videos. The brown one is named Isabella, and the black one is called Delilah. All right, next question from Bruno2006, G Zillafant. They asked, okay, here's my question for Q&A number 4. What if Godzilla 2014 is a bad movie, worse than 1998? What are you going to do or feel? Wow. If this film does worse, oh god, I don't know how I'd feel, because with Zilla, I don't connect it as a Godzilla, like as Godzilla, so I'm not as frustrated with that movie. But if this movie did it bad, yeah, I'd be pretty pissed off. The fact that, like, they're saying that this is Godzilla. Yeah, I'd be pretty annoyed. I would probably just bash the crap out of the film when I review it after watching it. Which, by the way, there is a chance that the movie still could be bad. I mean, we don't know. So, I mean, yeah, there's a lot of hype, but don't get yourselves too hyped up, okay, people? Because it probably won't meet your highest expectations. Alright, next from Monster Master Gojira. Do you think if Godzilla 2014 is a success, they would have an American DVD release for Godzilla 1985 or 1984? You know, with all the movies that are coming out on Blu-ray, the re-releases, I have a feeling that they soon will, because I think even, like, if the film's successful, it would help. It would definitely make it help, like, move it along. But if the film does all right, I still think they will, just because Godzilla's popular again. So, and basically the whole Heisei series is going to be on Blu-ray now, except for 1984. So, I have a feeling Toho's going to try and figure out a way to get that out on Blu-ray and DVD. Alright, next from Swagger 2000. Are you going to have a movie meetup where you can watch Godzilla 2014 with your fans? No, because I mean, you guys, you know, all of us don't live in the same place where I do. That'd be really hard to do. I really don't see how I'd be able to do that. It'd be fun, but no, I'm not planning anything like that. Alright, next from Matt N. He asks, if you made a Godzilla 2014 game, how would you design it? Okay, simple. I would do it with Godzilla Generation style destroyed buildings, with a combination of Godzilla Destroy All Monsters melee fighting style. Put that all together, boom, Godzilla 2014, the game. Alright, next from Zookeeper 1108. What is your favorite suit of all the 17 Godzilla suits? 1984, man, can't go wrong. Next from Titano Z, I think that's how you say it. Are your hopes high for a new Godzilla game for the Xbox 360 and One and PS3 and PS4? Yeah, I hope there is one, and I especially hope it's on the PS3 or the PC, because I'm not planning on getting a PS4 or an Xbox, definitely not an Xbox One, but I'm not planning on getting a PS4, so I hope that they do come out with a new fighting game in the future that will be for the platforms that I have. Alright, the Master of Carnage 77 asks, you seem to be a busy guy. Why do you take all the voice acting jobs in fan films? Because I just want to burn myself out. No, I'm joking. It's because I love being a voice actor, and any chance that I get, I love to be in it. So that's why I like to do it. It's good practice, to do it on these fan films, so that maybe in the future, if something big happens, I can perform really well. So yeah, it's just because I just love being a voice actor. Alright, next question from Jupiter Johns. What Godzilla movie were you most surprised with the ending? Huh. That's an interesting one. I mean, most of them are predictable. You can always really predict how they're going to end, but I guess with GMK would be like the most unpredictable. I'm not talking about the heart beating at the end of the credits. I'm talking about just how much he owned Mothra, King Ghidorah, and Baragon. Like, I didn't expect Baragon to die that fast, and I didn't expect King Ghidorah to get blown up at the end like that. I thought Godzilla would kind of lose at the end because he was like the bad guy, but no, like, so yeah, GMK was pretty much the most. I didn't expect that kind of ending. All right, next from Even Godzilla. Who is your favorite actor / actress? Now, if you're saying for just actors in general, I guess I don't see. I'm not good with celebrity names because I don't really keep up with all that stuff. I really don't memorize a lot of actors' names except for if I really like them. But I guess I think the one is Scarlett Johansson. She's the one from the Avengers. She played as Black Widow, or I don't know that character. But and also the actress who played as Kill Bill, or not the character Bill, but the female protagonist in Kill Bill. She was a good actor. But if you're talking about Godzilla actresses, my favorite actress is the girl from GMK. She's my favorite. All right, next from Bob Sherlock. He asks, if Orga and Leatherback ever fought, who would win? That's a good one. Yikes. I don't know. I guess I could be like, Orga would win, but I mean, now that I think about it, Leatherback was pretty tough. So, I don't know. That's a hard one. You'll have to get back to me on that one. Alright, next from Critic8521. If Godzilla 2014 gets a sequel and Toho decides to give out more monsters to the studio, what top 3 monsters would the studio use? I would want them to use King Ghidorah, Mothra, and Anguirus. No, you know what? I take that back. Rodan. Because you know why? That way, they could do a Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster remake, which would be awesome. Or they get the rights to Baragon, Anguirus, and Varan, and they do a GMK remake with the original cast. That would be great. Alright, next question from Lego Goji Davidson. Hey Goji Fan 93, do you see any of the Godzilla Lego customs? You're probably talking about just like on the internet, like those Lego built Godzilla custom stuff. Yeah, I've seen them. I've seen a lot of them. They're pretty cool. Yeah. Next from Ghost Godzilla 100. What is your favorite Godzilla X Plus figure you have? That would be the Gigan 2004 Final Wars figure. I love that X Plus figure. It's my favorite out of all the X Plus figures I have. Alright, next from Michael Mir. Have you ever considered making a fan kaiju? Not really, actually. I get this question a lot, that, if I had the power to make a kaiju and, like, what powers would I give him, what name would I give him? I actually really haven't really thought about making a my own kaiju. I guess I'm just not that creative enough. But yeah, I really haven't considered it. All right, next would be Benjamin Breary. He asks, what Godzilla figure do you want the most? Oh, that's a tough one. That is a tough one. I guess when it comes to Bandai figures, I want the Godzilla 1984 Memorial Box figure. When it comes to SH Monster Arts, I want the Godzilla 2000 Yuji Sakai figure. And then when it comes to X Plus, I want Space Godzilla really bad. So, yeah. Alright, next question is from Carlos Venezuela. Hey Goji fan, if you were given the opportunity to be the protagonist of Godzilla 2014, who would you pick to be your celebrity actress, girlfriend / wife just for the movie? And which actors would you like to add in the movie? Okay, this is a hard question because, once again, I don't really, I'm not good with celebrities. I don't memorize them a lot. But if I was a protagonist, I guess, like, for a celebrity actress, I guess I would, I'd probably want Scarlett Johansson. I'm probably not the only one. And then, let's see, other actors. Jim Carrey. Just cause I love Jim Carrey. So yeah. All right. Next from Kagan Smith. What's your favorite Godzilla battle? That's a tough one. My favorite Godzilla battle. I would have to actually go with Godzilla Final Wars with the, I know I'm going to get a lot of hate for that, but I would have to say when he fought Monster X, or when he was fighting Monster X and Gigan was there at the same time and they were tag teaming him, that was one of the best battles I've seen. But here, I'll do it this way. For Showa, I got to go with Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 1. With the Heisei, I'll say Godzilla, I really liked the King Ghidorah battle. Yeah, I really like Godzilla vs. King Ghidorah. And then for Millennium, it would be the Final War battle with him between Monster X. Alright, next one from Kaiju Bagels. What did you think of the new International Godzilla 2014 trailer? Yeah, I've been getting so many emails of people asking me if I've seen it. It's like, yes, of course I've seen it by now. But what I thought of it was pretty good. I know I didn't do a video on it because I didn't feel like I needed to, because it was footage that we've already seen. There was a little bit of new stuff in it, but I didn't feel like I needed to do a full review of it. But yeah, I liked it. I think it was really awesome. They showed a little bit more destruction scenes, so yeah, it was really good. Alright, next from Jesse Gomez. What do you think about King Kong 1933 and how it changed and inspired people to make movies, along with your thoughts on the spider pit scene? Okay, now it's been a long time since I've seen the original King Kong film, so I don't remember any spider pit scene, so I'll have to watch it again and remember what that is, because I'm sorry, I don't remember any spider pit scene. But King Kong definitely inspired a lot of filmmakers back in the day, especially with the stop motion stuff, and just the grand scale of how to make a monster movie. I think that film really inspired, also innovated on how to make monster movies. So, all right, next question from Silas Kaiju. Goji, are you planning to get SH Monster Art soon? Well, I already got one, the Biolante figure right there. I am planning on getting more. If anything, it's going to be Godzilla 2014, because right now I'm focusing on all Godzilla 2014 merchandise except for some X Plus reissues. But right now I'm trying to focus on getting all the 2014 stuff before it becomes hard to find, because I just know it. Because it's Godzilla, it's going to be hard to find. So I'm trying to get all this stuff as soon as it comes out. So when it comes to SH Monster Arts, it would probably be the Godzilla 2014 figure, if that ever does get released. If it doesn't, I would definitely want to get, like, Space Godzilla or the new Gigan that was released, or the Batra figure. The Batra figure looks amazing. So those would be a couple that I would want to get. All right, next one from Dan Mann. My question is favorite. All right, next question from Dan Mann. His question is favorite Pacific Rim kaiju and Jaeger. All right, my favorite kaiju from Pacific Rim would be Knifehead, and my favorite Jaeger would have to be. It's a mix between Gypsy Danger and what is it called? Eureka? Something Eureka? Strike Eureka? I don't know. Is that I think I'm talking about I haven't memorized the Jaegers, like all of them, but it was the one with the 3 arms, Crimson Typhoon, I think it was what it was called. Yeah, Crimson Typhoon. What was the other one? There was something with Strike something. It was like the fastest one. So, but if I had to really go with it, I'd go with Gypsy Danger, just because that was such a badass Jaeger. Next from Metal Madness. What was your first game system? That would be the Nintendo 64, and what a great console that was. Alright, next question from Shazamin the Puss, I think that's how you pronounce it. Which Godzilla / Gamera / Kaiju movies would you suggest or would be good to show a girl on a first date, assuming she's not a Godzilla / Gamera / Kaiju fan? Okay, this is a really funny question. I'm actually going to take a little bit of time out of this to tell you guys that sadly, me and Haley are not going out anymore. We actually have separated. We both figured out that it just wasn't working out between us two. We're both completely different people, and it just, between the stuff I want to do and the stuff she wants to do, it just wasn't working out. So sadly, I am single again, which then in turn makes this question very relevant. Personally, I don't think you should show her any of the older stuff, because obviously if she's not a kaiju fan, she's going to be the general public that thinks that it's really cheesy looking. So I would show her the new Godzilla 2014 movie, Pacific Rim, or Cloverfield, because when I did show Haley Cloverfield, she actually really liked it. So I would definitely go with Cloverfield. Any of the newer kaiju films would be a good idea. Alright, next question from Godzilla599. He asks, in your opinion, what monsters would be the most badass pet? Not limited to Toho. Okay, the most badass pet, I would have to go with the Mothra fairies, or the little Mothra fairy from the Rebirth of Mothra trilogy, or the little Dorat, little Dorat King Ghidorah babies. Those would be awesome to have. Also, maybe a mini GMK Baragon, because that would be really cute, or a mini Anguirus. Obviously that'd be a dangerous pet because you would probably, get stabbed a couple times, but I still think it'd be cute to have a little baby Anguirus. So yes, those would be the pets that I would want. Okay, Jackson Hayes asks, have you ever thought of your own Godzilla story that could be made into a book or a movie? Well, right now the only thing is the project that me and Plutonium are working on, the Return of Space Godzilla. So I guess that would be a story that is being turned into a fan movie. Yeah. Alright, next question from Vincent Dillon. He asks, do you think Destoroyah is overrated? If so, then why? Yes, I do think Destoroyah is overrated. Yeah, because everyone says he's the toughest monster, and you guys know my thing on this, that he's not the toughest, especially the fact that he got taken down by the military. This will be probably a kaiju discussion video on its own, but yeah, I do think he's very overrated because people think he's a badass just because of his name, how big he is, and just because he started a movie where Godzilla died. That's really it, but ultimately he didn't do much, so yeah. Alright, next question from X-Man. How big is the Godzilla fan base to you? Well, before I started this channel, I actually thought it wasn't as big, but now that I've done this channel and I've seen how many people are crazy for this franchise, I can really say that, yeah, the Godzilla fan base is huge, and I love it. Alright, next question from Pokezilla1231. What got you into Godzilla? My dad got me into Godzilla because when I was 2 years old, he showed me all these monster movies, and then he finally showed me Godzilla. I believe it was 1984. That's why it's my favorite film. But then he's also telling me that he's showed me the first Godzilla as the first movie. I think it was 1984 because I don't know. I just have some connection with it. So, but yeah, the reason I got into Godzilla was because of my dad, and he's going to be coming with me to G-Fest. So you guys will be able to meet the guy who created Goji Fan 93. So yeah. All right, next question from If Flores. I think that's how it's spelled. Are you gonna make a PO box or something for fan mail? I've been trying to figure that out. I know that a lot of you have been asking me that. I've been trying to get a PO box going. It's just that you need money to keep it up for every month or every 3 months or 6 months or whatever. So as soon as I get a PO box, I will definitely let you guys know so that you can so that I can start a fan mail, like mailbox series. And next question from Jupiter Johns. What was your first game console and first game? Mine was Xbox with Godzilla Save the Earth. Wow, yours was with the Xbox to Save the Earth? Wow, that would be cool. But no, like I said before, it was the N64, and the first game was actually Yoshi's Story. That game was awesome. I don't care how childish that game is, I'll still play it to this day and enjoy it. Alright, next from Zilla 2006 Abel. If Godzilla 2014 is successful at the box office and going to do a sequel, what kind of monster do you to see a new monster or Toho or both? Okay, there's a little bit of a grammar error there, but I think you're asking what monsters would I want to see. Yeah, like I said before, I want to see King Ghidorah. I would love to see Mothra. I would love to see Anguirus. I think Anguirus mostly out of all of them, because I think the poor guy, he just gets no respect. So definitely those three monsters, or Gigan, or Space Godzilla. Yeah. All right, next from PF Lech JF. What Godzilla monster do you think deserves their own movie? I think I made a top 10 list on which monsters I think should have their own film. I think I had like Anguirus, King Ghidorah, Gigan, and Space Godzilla. I don't remember the others, but definitely those monsters I would love to see have their own film. All right, Brandon Guerra asked, I see you have a collection of Godzilla figures. Have you planned on collecting Ultraman figures and making a new collection? No, I don't want to start getting Ultraman or really anything else. Really, it's just Godzilla for me. I mean, yeah, I have a few Baragon or Mothra. You know, they aren't technically Godzilla monsters, but you know, I really only collect stuff that's in the Godzilla movies. So yeah, I'm not planning on making a new collection. All right, next from Aaron Johns. How do you think Godzilla 2014 will die or leave? Okay, I don't know. I don't want to make any speculation, because this is, you know, I'm not really good at making speculations like that, and I don't want to, I don't know. I just don't want to say anything and then be let down or something. So I really don't know. I don't think he'll die. Maybe he will. I don't know. We just have to wait and see when the film comes out. Next from K. Perjuric. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm sorry if I messed that up. If you chose two monsters to fight each other, what would those monsters be and who would win? Okay, yeah, I've been getting this question a lot, actually. Yeah, like I said, I think it'd be cool to see, like, Space Godzilla fight Gigan, even though I've actually done a fantasy battle of that. I think Gigan won or something like that, but I would like to see those two. Or Anguirus versus Baragon, that'd be kind of cool. Yeah, or Anguirus versus Baragon versus Varan, because they're all four-legged, or you know, they're all on their hands, so that'd be kind of cool. Yeah. All right, next from Spiral Architect. What movie monsters besides Godzilla, Gamera, and King Kong would you like to see have a reboot made of them? Oh yeah, this basically any. I welcome anybody to get a reboot, like to have Mothra have a reboot, or even King Ghidorah to have his own film. I think I already said that, but yeah, I mean it's there's a lot, like maybe Creature from 20,000 Fathoms. Oh wait, no, we did get that. It was called Zilla. It was called Godzilla 1998. Yeah, that was Creature from 20,000 Fathoms remake. Yeah. All right, next from Allen Molans, I think that's how you say it. What do you think Godzilla eats besides fish? Whales? I don't know. I really don't know. That's a weird. They never actually delved into that. That's interesting. They should probably, like, maybe it's in a book or something on Godzilla's anatomy and what he eats. So other than that, I really don't know. Sorry. All right. Next question from Tram. Do you plan on playing Rampage Total Destruction after you finish Rampage World Tour? Okay, well, yes, I am planning on doing that, obviously. But before Total Destruction, I got 2 more Rampage games after World Tour. There's Universal Tour and then Through Time. Then I'll get to Total Destruction. So Total Destruction won't come until after those other 2 games. All right, next from Nick Corby. What Godzilla movie do you think someone should make? Okay, this is kind of a weird question. What Godzilla movie do you think someone should make? Okay, I get. Maybe you're trying to ask, like, what kind of, like, if anything. Like I said before, I would love to see a GMK remake, or King Kong versus Godzilla 2. Make a rematch. Yeah. All right, next question from Godzilla 2010, or 2000 then 10. Who do you think would win? Who do you think would win, Gigan or Knifehead? It could be a Showa or Final, or it could be Showa or Final Wars. Okay, I have a feeling that because they, I don't know, Gigan in Final Wars was really weak. Like they didn't show him, like he was kind of a klutz. Like he didn't really, I mean, he got his head blown off 2 times and the thing sliced his neck. So I would say Knifehead would be a really tough adversary for Gigan. So once again, it's kind of hard to say. I don't know, someone make a death battle or something. Maybe Screw Attack can make a death battle of that. All right, next question from Kai View. Did you think that Rodan was in the Godzilla 2014 international trailer? No. No. Rodan? No, I did not. When I saw the scene where the flying Muto was coming down, I did not think that was Rodan. I mean, yeah, I was like, oh, wouldn't that be funny? It's Rodan, but I didn't think that. I knew it was a flying Muto, a new creature, because obviously it was stated that there are no other Toho monsters in this film. So, no, I did not think that Rodan was in the trailer. All right, next from Gojira King 1989. What are you most excited about Godzilla, and what is your only worry? Alright, so what I'm most excited about Godzilla right now is the fact that he's popular again. That's what I'm super excited about. I'm happy that he's popular, he's in the limelight. You can go to school and you can actually say that you watch Godzilla and you're actually cool now. My only worry is that hopefully he won't get too mainstream to the point where it kind of has lost its meaning, you know. I hope it doesn't get that much, but like kind of like Star Wars, you know. Star Wars is now completely not serious, you know. That hopefully the new film will make it more serious. But yeah, my only worry is that also this movie, if it sucks, that would be pretty bad. But also the fact that if Godzilla, you know, he needs to stay serious though. Like, hopefully there won't be a new Dark Age, you know, where they'll make him kid friendly again. That would be terrible. Right, next question from Thane Kelly. What are your thoughts on the new Gamera movie? I think it's really cool. I don't know much about it. That's why I haven't made a video on it. Yeah, that's really it. I can't really say much about it. I mean, it's cool. That's really all I can say. I'm excited for it. I'll definitely watch it. So, all right, next from Alex Bolte. What if in Godzilla 2000, Orga had succeeded in eating Godzilla? Also, what if they made a life-size version Godzilla X Plus? Okay, first, if they made an X Plus life-size version, that would be ridiculous. That would just be mind-blowing. Second, I think it would be Orga would just have looked more like Godzilla because he started to get the spikes. I think he just would have resembled Godzilla more, but I still think Godzilla would have killed him. So yeah, just basically he would have looked more like Godzilla. All right, next question from Jacob T. Patre. My question is, if Gareth Edwards remade Destroy All Monsters, would you want to see Gamera make an appearance? No. No, actually I wouldn't, because Gamera's not a Godzilla monster, and it would be a Destroy All Monsters remake if Gamera was in there, and also Gamera's not Toho, so there'd be a lot of legal stuff they'd have to go through, but no, they should just keep it the monsters that were in Destroy All Monsters. Now what they need to do is they need to make more appear, like Varan needs to be in it more, or Baragon needs to be in it more, or Manda. You know, the monsters that really weren't in it, like they only got like 5-second cameos. They need to be in it more. So, but no, I don't want to see Gamera in that. All right, next question from Brandon Clemson. He asks, do any other kaiju movie reviews and or kaiju top 10? Okay, it's kind of a little bit of a grammar issue here, but I think he's asking if I'll do any more kaiju reviews or kaiju top 10 lists. Yes, I do plan on doing more kaiju reviews and top 10 lists. Next question from Abraham Russo. Are you planning on buying any Pacific Rim figures? No, I'm not really planning on buying them. I mean, they're really cool looking, but right now it's all Godzilla. Alright, next from Elijah Richardson. What was your favorite Godzilla breath kill and your least favorite? Okay, my favorite kill that Godzilla did with his fire breath, that I would have to say, in GMK when he blew up King Ghidorah, that was just a massive explosion. That was pretty cool. And my least favorite, I don't know, probably, I don't really know any least favorite. I mean, I guess I would say like Ghidorah, because that whole end sequence was so long. Like, he just kept on shooting his beam at the electrical stuff that, you know, destroyed Ghidorah, but that part just took forever, so I guess that'd be like my least favorite kill, I guess. Yeah. The next question from John Ho. Are you going to play Ultraman Wu? I don't know what Ultraman Wu is, so if you can leave in the comments what that is, and I'll get back to you on that. Next from Sonic 23rd, what is your all-time least favorite Godzilla film? That would be Godzilla's Revenge. Yes, I would rather watch Godzilla 1998 than Godzilla's Revenge. Next question from Danny Holmes. Do you think the new Godzilla will make a legacy for itself? I think it's already making a legacy for itself. I mean, goodness, there's party stuff for it. There's posters everywhere. There's the toys everywhere. The movies coming out. It's like, I think it's already making its own name for itself. So yeah. All right, next question from Sonic 2012. Hey dude, congratulations on having 7,000 subs. Anywho, on to my question. What are your thoughts on the new Godzilla mobile game called Godzilla Smash 3 that's coming out for free? And would you give it a try? Okay, well, I'm very disappointed that it's a mobile game and that it's a puzzle game. But I will give it a try because, you know, I am open to it, and also because it is Godzilla, so I'm gonna have to get it anyways. But I'm just very sad that it has to be a mobile game and not a full-fledged like console fighting game. I'm very, very sad about that, especially because it's from Pipeworks. So yeah, so I'm a little bit bummed out, but I will try it. All right, next question from Marcel Rafalski. He asked, if they made an anime about Godzilla, would you watch it and possibly get into anime not Godzilla related? Alright, so like I said before, yes, I do love watching anime, and if they made a Godzilla anime, that would be just, oh, amazing. That would be just so freaking amazing. And I think if they did a Godzilla anime in the style of Attack on Titan, that would just be so cool. So yeah, definitely digging the idea if they make a Godzilla anime. Alright, next question from Puppy Dog Z. Who is your favorite Godzilla monster only used once? I would have to say Megalon. Yeah, I want to see more of him, so definitely Megalon. Next question from Brandon Diaz. When will you ever review or revisit the Godzilla films again? Okay, well I did review them once, and I'm kind of debating if I should review them again. I'm not thinking of doing that. I'm not planning anything now because I don't really feel the need to, but maybe after the film comes out, and you know, some time has passed, maybe after I've watched them on the Blu-ray, maybe I'll maybe revisit them again, but no promises on that. And next from Willzilla Stark, what is your favorite robot kaiju? Favorite robot kaiju, that would have to be Kiryu. Yes, Mechagodzilla 3. Definitely my favorite. Alright, next question from I9, I think that's how you say it. Let's see. What would your dream cast in a Godzilla movie? What would be your dream cast in a Godzilla movie? You know, like before, guys, I'm not good with actors. I'm not good with like remembering the names. But like I said, I mean, if yeah, that's a hard one. I don't really know. So sorry about that. I can't really make a cast. All right, next question from Alexander Parkin. Do you like the Godzilla, or do you think the Godzilla 73 through 75 suit was bad or good? I love that suit. Actually, the 73 suit is my favorite Showa suit out of the whole series. Yeah. Next question from Bear Stream. What do you think would be the best Godzilla game? Does it have to be one that is already out, I guess is what you're trying to say? The best Godzilla game is Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee. Enough said. Next question from Givanti Franklin. He asks, what figures do you plan on getting at G-Fest this year? I plan on getting really whatever I find that I'm interested in. Like, if I could find a Godzilla 1984 Bandai Memorial Box figure, that would be awesome. If I could find an X Plus Space Godzilla, that would be awesome. So basically, just I'm planning on getting a lot. I want to find a lot of 1984 stuff. But you know, basically some things will probably catch my eye that I wouldn't even expect. I'll probably get it. So basically just whatever I see that really catches my eye. All right, next question from Godzilla. What are some of your favorite musical Godzilla compositions? Okay, so let's see. Definitely the Godzilla against Mechagodzilla, or no, the Megaguirus Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla Tokyo SOS musical compositions. Those are really good. I don't remember what the composer's name was, but then also the Army March, that one's awesome. I think it was also called the Godzilla March. I think it was the same thing. But yeah, and you know, 1984, it actually did have some pretty good soundtracks to it, or some composition to it. So yeah, I also like those. But you just can't beat the Heisei compositions. I mean, that was like Akira Ifukube's best years. So definitely the hindsight compositions were good. All right, next question from Rage Rejects Gaming. If Toho made a sequel to one of the Godzilla movies, which one would it be? Well, there's actually the rumors going about that it's probably Godzilla vs. Hedorah that's going to be made into a sequel. So I guess that would be kind of cool to see. But I think I would also like to see a sequel to GMK because they left it on a cliffhanger. So yeah. All right, next question from Miko Minster95. Are you glad that Godzilla 2014 has his blue atomic breath? Yes, I am very glad. All right, next from Don't Tread on Me. Oh, I get it. Don't Tread on Me. If you could design your own kaiju, what would it look like and be like? Yeah, so this is like before. I don't really, you know, I don't really have any creative juices to make my own kaiju, so I really can't really answer that. I'm sorry about that. Next question from Jacked Up Janet. What is the best Mechagodzilla figure in your own opinion? Well, the ones that I have, I do like my X Plus 25 centimeter Mechagodzilla 75. That one in my collection right now is the best. But when it comes to in general, I don't know, maybe the Kiryu that's also X Plus. That would also be pretty cool too. All right, next question from Scrapzilla54. What superhero team do you prefer to fight Godzilla? X-Men, Avengers, or Justice League? Oh, that's an interesting one. I'd probably have him. I think it'd be cool if he fought the Avengers. I mean, actually, he did fight some Marvel characters in the Marvel comics, I remember. But it would be cool to have him fight like the Avengers like now. That'd be pretty cool. All right, question from Will Ferrell #1. What is your all-time favorite Godzilla movie? That would be 1984. Then he also asked, did you like Charles Chairman from the 1998 movie? I don't know who Charles Chairman is. Once again, I'm not good with celebrities, so you'll have to give me a link or something with that. And the last thing he asked is, would you love to see Godzilla go against... Would you love to see Godzilla go against? Huh, it just kind of ends like that. Okay, I don't really know against who. Yeah. All right, next question from Jordan Steely. If you had to design a new Godzilla, what parts from what suits would you use and what would he look like? I always said that I would give him the combination of Godzilla 1984 and Godzilla 2000. Those would be the combination. So, next question from Timothy Sampson. Do you think Joshzilla is a good channel? Yeah, well, I did a couple live streams with him a while ago. You know, he's a really cool guy. He's a very enthusiastic Godzilla fan. He's really enthusiastic for the 2014 film. I just think my only concern with him is that he thinks, I think he has a little bit overconfidence in this film. I think he's, you know, hyping it up a little bit too much, because if it doesn't do well, he's going to be let down a lot. So I just think that he should kind of, you know, relax on the hype about Godzilla 2014 being the best film ever. So, all right, next question from GoZ Legend Picks 2012. What is your favorite superhero? That would be Spider-Man. Yeah. Next question from Dino Mezanovic. I think that's how you say it. What do you think of the Bandai's first wave of Godzilla figures, and what do you think will be their second wave? All right, so the first wave, obviously the, you know, gimmicky figures. So I think they could have done a better job. And what I hope for the second wave is that they'll be standard figures like the older Bandai creation figures, where it's just the figure, no gimmicks. And also, hopefully, we get like a 6-inch Muto creature. I think that would be really cool. So, right, next question from Bruce Lee. Ooh. If you see Gareth Edwards in person, what would you do? I would scream, pee my pants, hug him, say thank you, and run off. Yeah, or I'd get his autograph first, then I would run off. Yeah. All right, next question from Ivan Savick. Will you ever review a Gamera movie? I did. I reviewed the Gamera trilogy, but I will also get to review the Showa ones once I've seen them. I'm waiting for the Blu-rays to get released, and then I'll buy that, and then I'll watch them, and then I'll do the reviews of them. But I have already done 3 Gamera reviews, so. All right, next question from Lee Cameron. What is your favorite band? Okay, so yeah, Lordi is my favorite heavy metal band of all time. Also a fan of Five Finger Death Punch, fan of Rob Zombie, Skillet. I mean, there's so many. I need to like make a second channel just of how many bands I like listening to. But it's a lot of heavy metal stuff, a lot of rock stuff that I like, a lot of European kind of German rock stuff that I like. So I like a lot of foreign things. The next question from Timmy Shemeli. Who do you think would win in a fight, Biollante or King Ghidorah? That's a tough one. I think King Ghidorah would win just because he has the advantage of flying and that he has 3 heads and all of them can shoot electricity at her. So yeah, I think King Ghidorah would win. Next question from Dino Hunter 100. How many figures do you have and what is your favorite one? Okay, I don't know how many I have precisely. I don't know how, like in numbers, but I have a lot. And my favorite one, that's a really tough one too. Like my favorite one out of all, I would have to say my favorite one out of my whole collection would have to be my 1984 X Plus figure. Yep. All right, next question from Super Rexino Kaiju. What are your thoughts on the Amazing Spider-Man 2012? Oh, okay, so you're talking about the first one. Okay, I thought you were going to talk about the second one. Okay, my thoughts with this is like a mini review. The Amazing Spider-Man 1, it was 50% good and 50% horrible, at least in my opinion. I loved the first half of the film where it was Peter Parker learning his skills, getting to be Spider-Man. That was awesome. But I swear, once they introduced the Lizard Man, the rest of the film was just complete garbage to me. I didn't really care about the rest of it, but the first half was really good. Okay, next question from Goji Lawrence. What do you think of Muto, the monster that Gojira 2014 will be fighting? Yes, I know who Muto is. You don't need to say that. But at first, I didn't like it. I actually thought Muto was going to be a very generic monster. But now that I've actually seen some of the toys and like what he's going to look like, I think I'm very excited now. Like I think he's a really unique kaiju, and I just cannot wait to see him in the movie. Alright, next question from Tad F. What was the first Godzilla movie you watched? First Godzilla movie I watched, I believe it was Godzilla 1984. That's why I love it so much. Alright, next question from Bo Baker. What is the best Godzilla Neo comic? I'm actually not familiar with Godzilla Neo comics. I mean, I know about the Godzilla Neo designs that were made from Matt Frank, but I don't know about the comics, so you'll have to like send me links or something, so. Alright, next one from Rodney Thomas. Will you get the Gigantic series? So I think you're talking about the X Plus Gigantic series, with the first one being GMK. I would if I had the money. Those figures are so expensive now. I won't be able to get them anytime soon. Alright, next from Wicked Wingster. When and why did you decide to start a YouTube career? Okay, first it's kind of funny that it's like called a YouTube career, because it's like I don't really see it as a career, and I don't want it to be a career. I don't want to be doing this like for the rest of my life. I do want to do like bigger and better things, but still doing like somewhat Godzilla stuff. But yeah, basically, why I started it last year in it was January. And basically, like I said before, I just started it because I wanted to communicate with other Godzilla fans, and loving it ever since. Alright, next question from Majid Godzilla. Do you think Toho will make a new Godzilla movie in the future because the American one, or if the American one does well? And would you have Godzilla be by himself or fight another monster? Okay, so I think Toho, I don't know if they will. It's really hard to say if they will. They haven't come out and said anything. They've been very secret on any new thing that they have planned for Godzilla. So I have a feeling that if this is successful, they're actually going to let Legendary take the helm for a little while, probably make a trilogy out of it, and then maybe Toho might come back and make a Godzilla film. So I really don't know. The next question from Agurus365. What are your greatest fears for the Godzilla 2014 movie? Alright, my greatest fears are obviously the movie not doing well. I really hope that doesn't happen. I hope it's a very successful movie. Second, lack of monster scenes. I hope that, Gareth Edwards has a good balance of human scenes and monster scenes. So those would be like my biggest worries. Next from Godzilla Fan 1954, my question is, who do you think would win Mecha King Ghidorah versus Mecha Godzilla 1974? That's a tough one. I would say Mecha Godzilla 74 just because he has a huge array of weapons and he could just blast Mecha King Ghidorah out of the sky. Maybe someone should make a fantasy battle of that. All right, next from Dominic Escanuela. Hope I spelled that right. What would you do if you had a chance to be in the new Godzilla? Oh my god, if I could be in the new Godzilla movie, I would flip shit. I'd be like, that would be like, that'd be ridiculous. That would be like the best thing ever. Yeah, just the best thing ever. All right, next from the Builder Cast, he asks, will you be doing a review on the Godzilla Minecraft mod or doing a Let's Play with the mod? That would be awesome. With Minecraft, I feel that it's a game that I would get bored of. I know it's really good, and I respect it for being a huge inspiration and a innovative game, but I don't think I'll be doing any Minecraft videos of it. I know I've been getting a lot of people asking me if I'll do the Godzilla mod, and I know about the Godzilla mod, but I just don't feel, I don't really want to do it, so sorry about that. All right, next question from Jimmy Landrin. Who or what got you into kaiju films? Okay, first my dad got me into Godzilla, and then actually you guys got me into more kaiju films. So basically my dad got me into Godzilla, and you guys just, you guys opened my doors to, Gamera and all of these other Toho or other just kaiju films in general. So, yep. All right, next question from Giovanni Mong. Webhead15 here. How excited are you for The Amazing Spider-Man 2? I'm actually very excited. I'm very excited to see it. There's a lot, like, even though the trailers have shown a lot, there's still a lot of secrecy behind it, and I'm very interested to see, like, what the narrative and storyline is going to go, because I love how they're delving into Peter Parker's parents. I think that is such a cool thing, so I can't wait to see all the little secrets that are going to be unfolding. Alright, next question from Jacob Hill. What are your thoughts about the Blu-ray Godzillas coming out, and are you going to get them? I think it's freaking fantastic that they're coming out with more Godzilla movies on Blu-ray, and yes, I will be getting every single one of them. Alright guys, well, that was the Q&A number 4. Thank you guys so much for watching. This one was a long one because I didn't expect to get so many questions, and I wanted to answer as many questions as possible. I'm sorry about my cold. I know that kind of messes up my stuff, but obviously I don't want to, wait this video out because this video needs to kind of happen. But yeah, so thank you guys for the questions. If your questions didn't get in, I'm sorry. I couldn't fit everything in. This is probably over 30 minutes of a Q&A anyway, so I might actually not do a Q&A this big again. Because it's I don't know, having a really long Q&A is actually kind of tiring. So yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for all the support and getting this channel up to 7,000 plus subscribers. It's just amazing what you guys can do, and definitely Godzilla is strong, the king is back, and yeah, so really thankful for you guys, and that's it. So as always, stay big, G fans.